Om. स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता हिया सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्री यतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अनेक जन्म संप्राप्त कर्मबंध विदाहिने आत्मज्ञान प्रदानेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मन्नाथ श्री जगन्नाथो मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरुः ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। श्रीरामकृष्णायेति समर्पयामि। Now I shall chant the Narayana Upanishad. Tomorrow being Krishnashtami, we'll prepare our mind, our body and our heart on meditation, devotion, Sharanagati and seva of the Lord. Preparation is very, very important for such functions, such festivals, such pujas of the incarnations. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Ata Purusho Havai Narayano Kamayata Praja Sruje Yeti. Narayanat Prano Jayate Manas Sarvendriyani Cha खं वायुर्ज्योतिरापः पृथिवी विश्वस्य धारिणी नारायणाद् ब्रह्मा जायते नारायणाद् रुद्रो जायते नारायणादिन्द्रो जायते नारायणात् प्रजापतयः प्रजायन्ते नारायणाद्वादशादित्या रुद्रा वसवः सर्वाणि च छन्दागुंसि नारायणादेव समुत्पद्यन्ते नारायणे प्रवर्तन्ते नारायणे प्रलीयन्ते ॐ अथ नित्यो नारायणः ब्रह्मा नारायणः शिवश्च नारायणः शक्रश्च नारायणः द्यावा पृथिव्यौ च नारायणः कालश्च नारायणः दिशश्च नारायणः ऊर्ध्वश्च नारायणः अधश्च नारायणः अन्तर्बहिश्च नारायणः नारायण एवेदगं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं निष्कलो निरञ्जनो निर्विकल्पो निराख्यातः शुद्धो देव एको नारायणः न द्वितीयोऽस्ति कश्चित् य एवं वेद स विष्णुरेव भवति स विष्णुरेव भवति ओमित्यग्रे व्याहरेत् नम इति पश्चात् नारायणायेत्युपरिष्ठात् ओमित्येकाक्षरं नम इति द्वे अक्षरे नारायणायेति पञ्चाक्षराणि एतद्वै नारायणस्याष्टाक्षरं पदम् यो ह वै नारायणस्याष्टाक्षरं पदमध्येति अनबभ्रुवः सर्वमायुरेति विन्दते प्राजापत्यगं रायस्पोषं गौपत्यं ततो मृतत्वमश्नुत इति य एवं वेद प्रत्यगानन्दं ब्रह्मपुरुषं प्रणवस्वरूपम् अकार उकार मकार इति तानेकधा समभरत्तदेतदोमिति यमुक्त्वा मुच्यते योगी जन्म संसार बन्धनात् ॐ नमो नारायणायेति मन्त्रोपासकः वैकुण्ठभुवनलोकं गमिष्यति तदिदं परं पुण्डरीकं विज्ञानघनं तस्मात् तदिदावन्मात्रं ब्रह्मण्यो देवकी पुत्रो ब्रह्मण्यो मधुसूदनो सर्वभूतस्तमेकं नारायणं कारणरूपमकार परब्रह्मो एतदथर्वशिरो योधीते प्रातरधीयानो रात्रिकृतं पापं नाशयति सायमधीयानो दिवसकृतं पापं नाशयति माध्यन्दिनमादित्याभिमुखो धीयानः पञ्चपात कोपपातकात् प्रमुच्यते सर्ववेदपारायण पुण्यं लभते नारायण सायुज्यमवाप्नोति नारायण सायुज्यमवाप्नोति य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ Now let us meditate on the divine blissful form of Sri Ramakrishna. Your concentration should be in the heart center, 6 inches below the throat. That is the Dhyana Kshetra. That is the seat of the divine. Hridaya Kamala Madhye Rajitam Nirvikalpam Sada Sada Kila Bheda Atitam Ekaswarupam Prakriti Vikriti Shunyam Nityamanandamurtim Vimala Paramahamsam Ramakrishnam Bhajamaha. On whom am I meditating? Evar meeda dhyanam chestunnanu? Vimala Paramahamsam. That Paramahamsa who is Vimala, without any stain. That Ramakrishna I am worshipping. Bhajamaha. I am meditating. I am having devotion on his lotus feet, on his divine name. Nityamananda Murtim. He is the embodiment of bliss, embodiment of eternal joy. Nityamananda. Nirupamamati Sukshmam Nishprapancham Nireham Gagana Sadrishamisham Sarvabhutadivasam Triguna Rahita Satchid Brahmarupam Varenyam Vimala Paramahamsam Ramakrishnam Bhajamaha. Vimala Paramahamsam Ramakrishnam Bhajamaha. Meditate on the stainless form, the divine form, pure form of Sri Ramakrishna. Vitaritum avatirnam Jnana Bhakti Prashanti Pranaya Galita Chittam Jiva Dukkha Sahishnam Dhruta Sahaja Samadhim Chinmayam Komalangam Vimala Paramahamsam Ramakrishnam Bhajamaha. Vimala Paramahamsam Ramakrishnam Bhajamaha. Vimala Paramahamsam Ramakrishnam Bhajamaha. Sarvabhuta Sarga Karma Sutra Bandhakaraknam Jnana Karma Papa Punya Taratamya Sadhanam Buddhivasa Sakshi Rupa Sarva Karma Bhasanam Tam Namami Deva Deva Ramakrishna Mishwaram. Tam Namami Deva Deva Ramakrishna Mishwaram. The wielder of the string of karma that regulates the origin and the evolution of all beings. The goal that is attained by the neutralization of karma by gnana and of papa by punya. The witness residing in the intellect of all and making all actions possible. To him, Sri Ramakrishna, the Lord Supreme and the source of all divinities, my salutations, our salutations. Sakala Jivulanu Karma Bandhamane Sutramuto Katti, Vati Srishti Poshanalanu Nerputo Nirvahinchuvadu, Gnanamuche Karma, Punyamuche Papamu, Pariharimpa Badutache, Pondaga Lakshame Unnavadu. జీవుల హృదయాలలో బుద్ధి రూపంలో సాక్షిగా ఉంటూ సమస్త కర్మలను పునర్చువాడు. సమస్త దివ్య గుణములకు మూలాధారమైన వాడు పరమాత్ముడైన ఆ శ్రీరామకృష్ణునకు నా ప్రణామములు, మనందరి ప్రణామములు. Maintain your concentration, faith, devotion on Sri Ramakrishna. Try to see his form. Try to feel his presence. That is the real test. That is the real goal. As much as possible. Sarvajiva papanasha karanam bhaveshwaram स्वीकृतं च गर्भवास देहदानमीश्वरम् देहदानमीदृशम् यापितं स्वलीलया च येन दिव्यजीवनम् तं नमामि देवदेव Ramakrishnameeshwaram. Tam namami Devadeva Ramakrishnameeshwaram. The destroyer of the sins of all jivas and the master presiding over the cycle of transmigratory existence. The one who, for this purpose, had willingly adopted the bondage and travails of bodily existence, and who, as the incarnate, demonstrated the life divine as an act of play. Swalilaya, Divya Jivanam, Yapitam Swalilaya, his divine play. To him, Sri Ramakrishna, the Lord Supreme and the source of all divinities, my salutations, our salutations. Samasta pranula papa nivarakudu, vaati janma paramparalahu, adhinayakudu, ఈ కార్య నిర్వహణకై శరీరధారి అయి బంధాలను కల్పించుకొని బాధలను అనుభవించినవాడు, దివ్యమైన జీవితాన్ని లీలానాటకంగా ప్రదర్శించిన అవతారమూర్తి, సమస్త దివ్య గుణములకు మూలాధారమైన వాడు పరమాత్ముడైన ఆ శ్రీరామకృష్ణునకు నా ప్రణామములు, మనందరి ప్రణామములు. తం నమామి దేవదేవ Ramakrishnameeshwaram. Now I will recite Ramakrishna just mantram, the common mantram, Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. All of you can chant for yourself in your mind or orally listen to your own voice. Get connected, get concentrated more. Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. 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 Try to keep your mind like a lamp in a windless place. Yatha dipo nivatasto nengate sopama smruta yogino yatachittasya yunjato yogamatmanaha. Sixth chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is advising us, teaching us, like a lamp in a windless place. Yatha dipo nivatas. How will it be? The very idea will make the mind steady. Lamp in a windless place. It will be steady, it will be burning bright, it won't flicker. Chanchalatvam taggipotundi. Nishthato nilichi untundi. It will be very, very straight. The flame of a lamp. Similarly, the yogi's mind, he will fix it in the Atman with enthusiasm, with concentration and faith. Yunjato yogamatmanaha. Let us, for a few more minutes, few more moments, meditate on the all-pervading, all-blissful spirit of our Ishtadevata, Sri Ramakrishna, or Sri Rama, Sri Krishna, Mahadeva Shiva, Durga, Ganesha, whomever you worship, the all-pervading blissful spirit. In any way, in any name, what is important is connectivity, the divine connection in our own heart. त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव. O Lord, you are our Father, our Mother, our friend, our companion, our knowledge. You are everything, our wealth. You are our all in all. May we find you, may we find thee in our hearts. Hridaya Kamala Madhye, always be with us. May we find you in all our fellow beings. May we see thee in everything in the society, around our activities, in our activities, in all beings, in the entire nature. May we love thee and serve thee in all. Now, selfless universal prayer. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet, sarvastaratu durgani, sarvo bhadrani pashyatu, sarvasad buddhimapnotu, sarvatra nandatu. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Once again, mentally offer salutations to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sri Sharda Devi, Swami Vivekananda, and now think of your Guru, spiritual teacher. Some of you are initiated by our Sangha Guru, Srimad Swami Smaranananda Ji Maharaj, or somebody by Srimad Swami Gautamananda Ji Maharaj, or somebody by Ranganathananda Ji Maharaj, the senior devotees. Whoever it is, think of them sitting in your home as part of our satsang. Offer your pranam. Those who have not taken initiation or following a different sampradaya in their house, Yandaro Mahanubhavalu, Andariki Vandanamulu anukuntu, offer your salutations to all teachers, all great saints, great Mahatmas, great yogis, known to you, unknown to you. Offer your pranam. Let us offer our namaskaras. All of you, rub the palms of your hand, nicely, gently roll over your eyelids then, forehead and the face. Om. Yes, namaste to everybody. Very good evening. Susandhya, Shubha Sandhya. And we are meeting again after 1 week on 29th of August, on the eve of Sri Krishna Janmashtami. So we'll go forward with our understanding of seva, understanding of devotion, how each one of you, working professionals, working people, inside, outside, I mean, in Hyderabad or out of Hyderabad, elderly people, college students, in one way or the other, you are connected. So how do you balance your life? How do you balance the work and seva? There is personal work, there is professional work, is it not? Work at home, work for your own development, your sadhana, and there is official work. So some of you know, you keep telling me work is there or no time, you tell other volunteers, no time, this and that. I think by last Sunday's talk from Anjan Kumar, our volunteer devotee from Bangalore, some percentage of the doubts, some percentage of difficulty is solved. Now it is your responsibility to put that into practice. Am I right? Put them into practice, implement it. And without giving childish excuses or losing the satsang for 90 minutes on a weekend, or the seva or the service, voluntary service, which is a worship of Sri Ramakrishna, is to be worked out. You have to make time, you have to manage your time. Priorities, the word used by Anjan Kumar was priorities, love, choice, and then everything will be all right. You will not feel any difficulty at all. You will get so much strength, so much joy, so much of capacity, competency, they call it competency, that will increase. And you will feel so relaxed. And you are doing the Lord's work in the house or in the office, in the mutt or anywhere. So we are looking at that aspect, inspiration, guidance. Rigveda says, Ano bhadra kritavo yantu vishwataha. Ano bhadra kritavo yantu vishwataha. From all sides, from all sides. Let noble thoughts come to us. And you concretize it. Danni stabilize cheyandi, danni purify cheyandi, utilize cheyandi. And life will become so solid, so profound. Shakti, Shakti, Shakti. No place for complacency, weakness, nothing. As the soldiers of Swamiji, we should be little more focused and visible and dynamic. Kshatra Viryam Brahma Tejas. Don't forget that. Kshatra Viryam Brahma Tejas. So today we have another special guest, part of our Ramakrishna Math family, Sri V. Sheshadri, the senior most volunteer devotee of Vivekananda Balaka Sangha, Vivekananda Yuvaka Sangha, and the Math itself in Bangalore. Last Sunday, if you can remember and recollect, when the photo was shown, the group photo, nearly 200 plus volunteers on 8th August in the Math campus, I zoomed in towards Sheshadri. So I requested him. He is known to me from my childhood days. And he is such a fortunate man. He was born much earlier. He had the blessings physically of Swami Yatishwaranandaji. Physically, he saw Yatishwaranji, and Yatishwaranandaji received him and admitted him into the Balak Sangha in 1960s. So from that day, his entire life is full of Ramakrishna, Sharda, Vivekananda, and Guru Seva. He retired from VIHE as general manager and serving now the Lord. He stays in Bangalore. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I called him. He agreed to speak to all of you 15-20 minutes and take your questions or doubts, if any, and go forward. So welcome to Seshadri ji. Namaste. Very happy seeing you. You can unmute and speak. Nana V Sheshadri and Judu. Sheshu V Gadu. Sheshu V is our faculty. V Sheshadri, yes.
Yeah.
Sheshadri, namaste.
Yes. Namaste. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, very clearly, very nice. As if you are nearby.
So thank you very much,
Yeah.
Bodhmayanji, for calling me. It is indeed a great pleasure and privilege, I should say, to talk to all of you. I am unable to see all of you, but I am seeing some thumbnails on my screen.
English am nahi chale.
Hey, that you Lila Mahesh, you cut this one.
I am unable to see all of you in full screen, but I am able to see some of you as thumbnails on my screen. But we are all connected in our hearts to one another. So let's feel that connection to one another in our hearts. That is the most important thing we should know. We work as volunteers. You may be associated with so many activities of the Hyderabad Center. You may be participants. So in all that activity, we are all connected to one another. And what is our common connection? It is Sri Ramakrishna. The holy trio, Sri Ramakrishna, Sri Sharda Devi and Swamiji, they are our foundation, they are our basis. And we are all connected to one another through them. So today I will speak to you of a few things. And if you have any questions at the end, please feel free to ask. I will try to answer as much as I can. Now, I have been associated with the Bangalore Mutt for so many decades. What did I learn there? I learned many things there, and I supplemented the learning with a lot of reading. So this reading and association with the Mutt has shaped my life to a very large extent. So let's start with the first point. All of us, I think Swamiji also mentioned about time. He said we don't have time. This is a very common excuse. We don't have time. So many activities, so little time. Time is the finite resource for us. Every one of us, whether he is a poor man or a rich man, a learned man or an ignorant fool, has the same amount of time. This is a sort of democracy which we have in the world. People may have different levels of riches or different grades of poverty. They may be intelligent or less intelligent, more intelligent. But on the concept of time, everybody is equal. So 24 hours is common to everybody. Everybody is given, as it were, at the day, at the beginning of the day, 24 hours to do whatever we want with that time. So what we do with that time, with that 24 hours in front of us when we wake up, is what makes us. So can we manage time? We cannot manage time. Please remember this. We cannot manage time. But then everybody speaks of time management. So many courses, so many seminars, so many lectures. Thousands of books are written on time management. But actually, time management is a misnomer, because we are given 24 hours of time. You cannot hold the clock back. You cannot do anything to stop it. You cannot do anything to make it go faster. Time is fixed. So what do you mean by managing time? We cannot manage time. A great thinker, you might have heard of his name, Stephen Covey, makes a very, very significant statement. He says, time management is a misnomer. We cannot manage time. We can only manage ourselves with respect to time. That means if we manage ourselves, we will manage time. So the focus should be on managing ourselves instead of managing time. If we manage ourselves, self-management, then automatically time will get managed. So this is a very important point we need to remember as when we work in our profession, or if we are students, or if we are retired professionals like me. Everybody, one common thing is you can only manage time by managing ourselves. So this is the most important and key point we need to remember. The second point I would like to draw your attention. All of you work as volunteers in the ashrama for various activities, or you may be working in your office or your home for various tasks which you do, or you may be a professional working in a factory, anything. You may be doing so many activities. How should our attitude be in all those activities? This is the point I would like to draw your attention to. You must have heard this point a number of times. I'm sure Swami Bodhamayanji would have mentioned it innumerable number of times. But anyway, repetition is always good. The first thing we need to do when we start any task is to mentally offer the task to the Lord. Start with offering the task to the Lord. Say you are working in your office and you have to start a task. Maybe you have to prepare a letter, or you have to start preparing a report, or you're having a meeting. You're starting a meeting. Mentally, you need not do anything in the open. Mentally offer that meeting or report or letter or whatever you're going to do to the Lord. Start with that. Immediately, what will happen? Your whole activity will get reoriented. All of you would have had that experiment. You would have seen that experiment when iron filings are kept on a sheet of paper. And then the moment you bring a magnet close to those iron filings, what happens? All the iron filings will get attracted to the magnet and they will stick to the magnet. One filing will stick to one portion of the magnet. Another filing will get stuck to that filing, and so on. There'll be a chain or bunch of filings, iron filings, which will get connected to one another. So similarly, in our day-to-day activities, if we start with offering the activity to the Lord, then immediately we get connected to that magnet, the magnet of the Lord. And then whatever we do subsequently will be fruitful. Just do it. It just takes a few seconds of your time. You must remember to do it just a few seconds of your time, and then offer the activity to the Lord. Then you start your activity. Go ahead, do it. And then somewhere in between, definitely you'll get a break in that activity. Maybe there's a pause after half an hour or so. What should you do then? Offer again. Think of the Lord and offer that activity again to the Lord. Why again? Because in that half an hour which you spent in that activity, you would have forgotten the Lord. So what we need to do after that half an hour, when there's a break, is to again remember the Lord, recollect the Lord, and offer the activity to Him. And then continue. So keep doing it 1 or 2 or 3 or any number of times during the course of the activity. Don't let your concentration be distracted. let this not be a distraction. It will not be a distraction, but don't make it like a distraction. It is the most important part of the activity. And then when the activity gets completed, offer the fruits of that activity to the Lord. So what is the message? Start your activity, offering the activity to the Lord. In between, in pauses of the activity, offer the activity again to the Lord. And at the end, offer the fruits of the activity to the Lord. What happens by this process? You get connected to the Lord. And once you get connected to the Lord, it is as if you are connected to an infinite source of energy, infinite source of strength, infinite source of peace, infinite source of blessedness. All that will come to us, not at one time, not at one doing, but when we continuously do it. It is as if we are connecting a bulb to the electric source. Without that connection, the bulb is not illuminated. The moment we connect it, the bulb gets illuminated. So the moment we connect ourselves to the Lord, we get illuminated. So this is the second thing I need to emphasize to all of you, that whatever you do, you may come to the ashrama and do a volunteer activity. Maybe you're working in the bookstall. I don't know what activities you do, but whatever activities you do in the ashrama, whatever activities you do in your home, whatever activities you do in your office, anywhere, whatever you do, start with offering the fruits of activity, offering the activity to the Lord. And at the end of the activity, offer the fruits to the Lord. By this, what will happen is every moment or every part of our life will get connected to the Lord. We always think that life is something and prayer or meditation or thinking a lot is some extra activity we need to do, maybe in the morning or maybe in the evening, follow the instructions of our guru and so on. But if we make every moment of our life, every activity of our life as something which we can connect to the Lord, see how much more blessed we will become. Not only will be a blessing to ourselves, we'll be a blessing to others around ourselves. Human strife, human problems, human disagreements, fights, all these things will come down, drastically reduce when we bring the sense of connectedness to the Lord. So this is the second point I would like to highlight to you or mention to you. First point was life management. Second point is connection to the Lord. The third and the last point which I would like to share with you is strive for excellence. Now, I didn't say strive for perfection, because perfection is something which is impossible to attain, you can say. But excellence is something which you can always strive for. Now, you're doing a task in a particular way. You're doing something in a particular way. Is there a better way to do it? Ask yourself that question. Anything you do, ask yourself that question. Can I do it differently? Can I do it in a better way? If I am typing a letter or if I'm preparing a report, can I make this report more interesting? Can I make this report better? Who is going to read this report? What is he looking for in this report? And then how to make the report better? Every moment, strive for this excellence. Make things better. Try to do every task, everything you do better in every way. Today, you may do it in a particular way. Think about how I can do it better tomorrow. How can I do things better? See, this point makes life a challenge. Otherwise, everything is going to be dull. Every day, the same sun is going to rise. The same sun is going to set. The same day is going to start and the same day is going to end. The same people we are going to see, the same activities we are going to do. Life, if we look at it that way, is a dull and dreary moment. But if we start changing our focus to make things better, to do our things, do our activities in a better way, you will immediately find so much of joy and challenge in your life. Anything, whatever you do, think about how can I do this better. There was a famous French psychologist, Emile Coup was her name. She started the process called auto-suggestion. She had a statement which she wanted everybody to repeat every day, like a mantra you can call it. She said, every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. So, if we keep repeating this mantra every day, every way, I am getting better and better, and start working towards it, you will see how your life will change from a life of drudgery to a life of joy. So, these are the 3 points I wanted to share with you. And let me just go back to recollecting or refreshing your minds on that. First is, time management is nothing other than life management. Second, do all your activities in a spirit of surrender and love towards God. And 3, do things in a better way. Strive for excellence in everything you do. So these are 3 points I wanted to share with you today. If you have any questions, I am ready to take them. I'll try to answer.
My question is your memories of Yatishwaranji and how you got connected into the Bala Sangha and any lesson that you learned in the process.
Oh, that's a very interesting thing. Actually, when I came to Bangalore from Delhi, it was in 1964. And my house was adjacent to the ashrama, next door to the ashrama. There was only a wall between the 2 compounds. So in 1964, I was 7 years old. And in the beginning of 1965, actually, I walked into the ashrama. I had heard from some of my friends, some people nearby, that there was something called Vivekananda Balak Sangha there. And boys could come there, play games, drink milk, and participate in songs, singing, and bhajans, and so on and so forth. So curiosity took the better of me. So I came there in one early morning. A previous couple of weeks back, I had attended the celebrations also there. It was a very interesting experience. So one morning, somewhere in the month of January, I think, I came there. I walked in very slowly into the ashrama. And then I saw one brahmachari in white clothes. And I went to him and said, I understand there's a Vivekananda Balak Sangha organization here. I would like to become a member. So he asked me, what's your name? What's your age? And so on and so forth. Then I gave him all those details. So he took me to an old gentleman in ochre clothes, kavi, and asked me to prostrate before him. And then I, in a hesitant voice, made my request to him. Actually, what happened was, since I was underage for the Balak Sangha. They used to admit only when boys used to be in the 7th standard or so. So I was underage. I was too young to be admitted. But then, seeing perhaps my eagerness or something, Swamiji, Swami Yatishwaranji, whose name I got to know later, told the brahmachari, Rama, admit this boy immediately. So Rama was Ram Maharaj, Swami Devarupananda. He was looking after the Balak Sangha at that time. So it was in that way, through the back door, as I can see today, that I got entry. I was underage, and I did not know a single word of Kannada at that time. Not a single word. I could only speak in English. So I was nicknamed as English boy by the other boys of the Balak Sangha. It took me many years to get over that name because I learned Kannada later. But Yatishanji, I used to remember, we never interacted much with him personally, but I used to remember him walking through the campus in a majestic way. And then I used to listen to him speaking to other people. Those memories, though faint and so many years ago, are still very vivid in my mind.
Fantastic.
So that started my journey.
Yeah, very interesting to know that after many years. Now the main issue on behalf of our volunteer team and others, you studied and participated in this Balak Sangha activities day after day, month after month, last 60 years. Then went into work, started working in different companies and VIHE. Now that is where our tug of war is going on now. In the sense, training is going on for the Hyderabad volunteers. Working time, traveling time, and how do you contribute to the seva, whether it's in the evening or it's morning, serving food, or Sunday classes, Balavikas classes here, and festivals, all that. How do you, is it, as you said, just self-management, or is it something else? The priority, Anjan was telling about priorities. Anjan was telling about, do you have anything else?
No, you have to decide to do it. If you feel that is important to you, you will find time. There's nothing other, no other secret.
Yeah.
We do whatever we feel which is important. If we don't find something important, we will not do it at all. So see that activity as important.
Yeah.
Then you will find time.
Yes, Rachai Garu, you've got anything to ask or say? He's our senior volunteer. You can introduce yourself to Sheshadri.
Pranam Mantras. Namaste, sir. This is Rachaya. I am working for Accenture. I have been associated with Hyderabad Ramakrishna. I was there a couple of years in Bangalore also. So it was fortunate again meet you online like senior devotees here. The way you people attended the Balak Sangha over there and coordinated your time. Now, I think the trend was changed from the work culture was changed. Again, we are here, the volunteers in different walks of life, like marketing, IT sector, faculty of different areas. So, people are struggling nowadays to serve something at required time in Ramakrishna, Hyderabad, and somehow they are intended to do, but somehow they are unable to manage themselves to involve in the service. So there the mapping, the connectivity is losing, and somehow the bridge Swamiji is trying, like you, through seniors who have been associate and who have been rendering your services, even though till today. So last week also, sir suggested the priority, and you directly came to the point without any hesitation, the interest. So that's what Maharaj sir directly given the answer point to point without any hesitation.
No discount. Sai
Yes.
Balaji is laughing and smiling from Chennai. Namaste. Manoj Kumar, you are entering into the corporate world or into the employment world. Any doubts, any difficulty to Sheshadri? You want to clarify? Manoj Kumar.
Pranam Swamiji.
Namaste.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
I am Manoj Kumar, recently graduated from Bachelor of Technology. So I have, my question is, I am entering to the corporate world as an analyst. So how I can manage time, because these days in work from home, we will be having the training sessions. So from morning 9 o'clock to evening 7 o'clock, how we can manage time, or we can make things easy, convenient to our, if we have interest to.
You already have
Just to add-
answered the question.
Shashad, just to add something, from the time you were working or others are working, say Murali or Gautam and others working people, and the present generation with the heavy load of extra work and traveling time, in that complexity, how do you find that simplicity and that focus?
Actually, if you see, okay, maybe our commuting time was less because traffic was less or something like that. But the pressures were the same. I don't think pressures change over time. It's only things appear to look different as we engage in it, because the technology has changed or the needs have changed,
Yeah.
or we have different ways of handling. But actually nothing has changed in that sense, because each of us have their own activities and responsibilities. Now, to answer what he said, what he asked, now actually, to be very frank and truthful to you, from what I understand today, the working from home, though appearing to be very, very convenient because we don't need to travel, has made us, available 24/7, because anytime our office or boss can call us, because he knows we have to be at home or we will be at home, and we can take up any task at any time. So, as I understand from interactions with many people, this work from home, though it is very convenient because we don't need to travel, we don't have to stop at traffic junctions or wade through traffic at any time, has put our life into some sort of additional stress, because it makes us need to be available at every time. So we can do one of two things. One is we can establish a clear boundary that I am available, or my working time is this much to this much, and rest time is available to me, is my personal time. The second thing, which is, it may not be possible to do this because the whole culture is different now. What we can do is what I mentioned earlier. Try to connect everything you do, every activity of yours, to the Lord. And maybe you can come to the ashrama at the weekend or on a holiday or on a time when you get some free time to come and participate. The idea is not to lose the connectivity. It doesn't matter if you don't come for some time because of something, because of distance or travel or tours or whatever it may be. But whenever you are there, try to come and then connect. And you'll find that you will get something out of it. The fact that today the thing is different and more challenging is actually a very convenient excuse we give for ourselves. It was equally challenging at that time as it is now. Only thing is we need to, it may be a different type of challenge. So you have to adapt yourself to that. I don't know whether I made sense to him.
Yeah, Manoj.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was very. I got the clarity how to handle the situation. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Shashank from Mumbai.
Sir. Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Thank you very much. These are very enlightening words for us, especially who are managing time with work, home, and also managing time for what. Uh, my challenge is always, as you said, prioritizing or making sure this is what I have to do. And now I will try to focus this way, that if this is the task to be done, this is at the moment, this is the task, and then think of the other task after that, once I've allocated the time to that task.
Yeah. Very good.
I'll just share a tip with you at this point. Normally, when we see any task, we see no task by itself is a single task. It will be a series of multiple tasks which are connected to one another. Now, what happens is when we think of a task, we think of it as so many tasks coming on our head at one time. So at that time, what happens is we become overwhelmed. We become very confused and we don't know what to do. So always try to write down your tasks and then focus on the next action. What should I do next? Not what you should do 3 tasks from there, but what is your next task, next action? If we focus on that for anything we do, it becomes less stressful. Normally we see one task is made of 100 things and all the 100 are going to hit us at one time. But not all 100 are going to be needs to be done at one time. Only one needs to be done the next. Focus on that.
Thank you.
Anybody else wants to say something or find? I can unmute and speak, please, quickly. ఇంకెవరైనా ఉన్నారా? You want to say something or observe? Prasad Reddy garu, Sai Balaji, our senior team, Leela Mahesh, youngster.
Pranam Maharaj, namaste sir.
Yeah.
Namaste.
I think Maharaj, like sir has simply said one thing, like if it's important, then you will automatically find time. So I think even in this generation, it's all about how we are starting our day. You know, like there are, it is obvious that we have a lot of different things in this generation. A lot of things for students to do, some coaching classes, some courses, and other things. But still, there is a lot of time that we can still find, even after internships, even after going out, even after all the things. So it's all about the priorities that we give and importance that we give. I think sir has simply put it up straightforward.
Yeah.
Yes, Maharaj.
Very good. Good lessons. Keep it in mind. Sai Balaji garu. Audio Bala. I'm not able to hear you. Mute and unmute again.
Unmute.
Malli cheyandi. Yeah, now try. No, connectivity is not there. Audio. I'm able to see you, but not able to hear you.
He has unmuted himself.
Yeah, but audibility is not there. Sai Balaji వినబడతలేదండి.
He has again unmuted himself.
Sai Balaji garu, please unmute properly or rejoin. Leela Mahesh, is it not?
Yes, Maharaj, there might be a microphone issue, so rejoining might solve it sometimes.
Okay, we'll go in. Anybody else wants to say quickly? We shall continue. Sri Saiti, Prasad Reddy.
Maharaj, can I ask
Yes, you
one
can.
question?
Introduce yourself. What are you doing? And then ask.
Yeah, Maharaj. Yeah.
Cut it off.
Yes, Jai Sri Ramakrishna. I'm Sitaram Naidu and I'm currently working as a software engineer in Infosys. Sir, your lessons and your straight to the points, 3 points you said, so very helpful. So, and behind that points, I can see there are a lot of experiences of yours. So those are very helpful, sir. But I have a small question, sir. So one is, so as you are retired now and before you were working professional, so at that time, may I know, if it is possible, may I know about your daily routine so that I can learn from you. So how your consistency with the spiritual practices, so that I can learn and I can follow, and I think it may be helpful to our brother and sister volunteers also. Thank you, sir.
You know, there's a very interesting statement. One man's meat is another man's poison. Have you heard of this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So even if I tell you what my routine was or what my routine is, it will not help you at all. What you need to do is fix your own routine, because it's your life. You know what is there in your life. The only thing is what you can think of, what you can do, how you can do this. Think of areas which you are now presently doing. If you are a student, you are a working professional. So your office activity is one area.
Yes, sir.
Maybe your home activity, looking after the home or managing activities within the home, maybe another area. Another area could be your connection with the ashrama. The fourth area may be your self development area, your japa, your meditation, your thinking, your reading, and so on and so forth. So map all these areas, identify these areas, and then keep some time every day, if possible, for each one of those activities. It will become very natural. It may look very unnatural or artificial when I say it, but as you do it, your focus, you can try to incorporate it. The only thing is make time for it. Make time means give it your focus. Let that come within your horizon. Then you will be able to do something on it. What happens is we don't give time for something. We let it away from our mind. And then it becomes very difficult to grasp it. So every day you allot a time slot and a activity slot for each one of the key areas of your life. Now, I cannot define your key areas. You have to define it yourself. I can only tell you that define your key areas and allot time and space and activity for those areas. Then you'll be able to do it. Just to share one more tip with you, I don't know whether you have heard of or read a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Have you heard of this book?
Yes, sir. I heard it. I heard
7
about
Habits of Highly
highly
Effective
effective
People.
people. Yes.
Stephen Covey
Yes.
is the name of the author. StephenCovey. It should be available in any bookshop, and it is also probably available as a PDF file on the internet. You can download it and read it. Read a few pages from it every day. And here you will find a lot of tips, a lot of suggestions on the points which I told you just now. You have to make your own routine, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for your.
Very nice, very nice. So on behalf of all of you, I convey my thanks to Sheshadri, namaskars to Sheshadri for his time joining us live from Bangalore. And you'll have more sessions like this in the future every Sunday. New people who have joined today and the others, old people also. There are a number of volunteers there, devotees there since many decades. Some of you have just joined maybe 1 month ago or during the Corona time or maybe 2019, new volunteers, young volunteers. Still more learning process, recycling process has to take place. So Bangalore has gone deep right from Swami Ramakrishna Anji's time, okay, from 1900 maybe. Whole thing is conducted by the volunteers, whether it's prasada distribution, whether it's cooking, whether it is temple cleaning, all done by the volunteers. Bookstall maintenance, bookstall cleaning, all done by the volunteers. So that is how the life goes on, and your spiritual life also will be improved if you stick to the guns and stick to that Ishta-Nishta, steadfastness in the chosen ideal, chosen deity. So very fortunate to have Sheshadri with us. For after a long time, I'm talking to him and listening to him again. So very nice. All of you remember the points, write it down, write summaries of it, add some research material to it, and share it amongst yourself. So that will give you more strength and more grounding to become better volunteers and better seekers of higher value, spiritual truth. Okay. So ours is a sadhana. Ours is seva, not sahayam like NGOs or things like that. We are having a double role to play. One is personal, spiritual, and the other is our family and your working life, corporate life. Okay. So anyway, thank you very much,
Thank you,
Sheshadri.
Maharaj, for the
Yeah.
occasion to interact with your team.
Yes, yes. More in the future. I had a plan, like a thought. It just flashed in my mind. The volunteers of our centers like Bangalore, Mysore, or your Hyderabad, or any other place, or Chennai, at least few of them, important people or the leaders, should come together and share notes. How do you think about it, Sheshad?
Very good, very good, very good idea.
Because each is
And,
doing work in different ways, maybe a hospital center or a mission center or a mutt center. But we are not as a team, the strength of volunteering force of Ramakrishna Mutt mission should be visible. That's what my
It's
passion.
a very good idea, Maharaj. Very good idea. Now this is a very nice way we can Zoom. Is a very nice way of meeting.
If you can talk to our team there or all this, and maybe in this September, one Sunday we'll meet like that and have some discussion.
Yes,
And
yes, very, very, very nice, Maharaj. We can do it.
yeah, I'll just plan the dates and talk to you. And
Okay, sure.
and involve some senior monks and our people and all, and have a pleasant meeting. Volunteer
Yes.
force of Ramakrishna Mutt mission.
Yes, very nice, Maharaj.
Slowly
Definitely.
spread it to all over the country. Maybe somebody in Arunachal Pradesh is doing work. Somebody here, one Devika Das is there, young lady in Singur, in Howrah district, Hooghly district, Singur. What an amount of work she is doing in the villages, training young children, village children with limited facilities. Amazing. So like that, there are some wonderful people doing great work. One Vinayak Lohani is doing a lot of work in Kolkata and Madhya Pradesh called Parivar. It's an amazing phenomenon. He is inspired by Swamiji Ranganatha and his disciple. So we have some wonderful team like that, known people, but scattered here and there. I wanted to bring them and make a powerful force in 2021 at least.
Yes, Maharaj. This is a very good idea.
Yeah.
Definitely, we should
We'll
do
work
that.
together. We'll make it a reality.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Thank you very much.
Namaste.
Namaste. We'll go forward, volunteers. We have two young children, Bala Vikas children, who will
I will
narrate
sign
this.
out, Maharaj.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
We will listen to them. Sri Sahiti will give the introduction and introduce them.
Thank you, Swamiji. Pranam, Swamiji.
First,
So we have Rushwan.
Feedback, summary of what you learned. You are also in Bangalore.
From Sir, Swamiji, from Sheshadri, sir.
Yes.
Yes, I think it was really a good brushing, Swamiji, because last session was also good brushing, because some things get off the memory. I think when Sir said the one point I used to do, I think when I was in office, which I'm not doing now, that is offering my work to Lord. So whatever Sir told, I used to literally do it every 1 hour. Whatever I used to do, I just used to close my eyes in front of the desk and I used to dedicate everything to Sri Ramakrishna, and then I used to continue it. So now I think nowadays that I'm not practicing it. So that one thing definitely I will follow from right now, because tomorrow is Monday. So I think it will be a good start for me to again offer that, offer all my work to Sri Ramakrishna, because it will actually offload most of my tension, because whatever we do, we expect results, and that is not really good. So I think that is one thing which I will definitely take away from Sir. And other things, whatever Sir said, his experiences are really helpful to all of us. Last week was one beautiful session, and this is also one more beautiful session. I think this will make our roots strong, and we will definitely stick and be more dedicated. So it will help us a lot, Swamiji. Thank you very much. Yes. So we have namaste to all volunteers. We have two kids, Rushwant and Anagha. Rushwant will start with Pranam Mantras, first 4 Pranam Mantras, and he will tell us the because tomorrow is Janmashtami, so we'll remember again the birth story of Sri Krishna, followed by Anagha, who will narrate the beautiful story of Sri Krishna and the friendship with his dear friend. So I think I pass it on to Rushwant. All the best to both of you.
Unmute, Rushwant.
Om Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantahe Sthapakaya cha dharmasya Sarva Dharmaswarupine Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha Yathagne Dayika Shakti Ramakrishne Stitaya Sarva Vidya Swarupantam Sharadam Pranamamya Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Namaste all. I am MV Vishwant from 7th class. I am joining Balvikas from 3 years. Tomorrow is the great festival of Lord Sri Krishna Janmashtami. Now let us know how the great Lord was born. Many years ago, there lived a named Ugrasena. He had 2 children, Kamsa and Devaki. Kamsa is evil-minded and Devaki is a very good character person. Few years later, Devaki was married to King Vasudeva. While Kamsa is taking her sister to her in-laws' house, he heard a strange voice from the sky telling that the 8th child of the couple will kill you. Then Kamsa got tensed. He quickly imprisoned the couple. He killed each and every child of them. Then, on a midnight, it was raining very heavily. Then Devaki gave birth to a boy child. He is Lord Krishna. We celebrate that day as Janmashtami. The lock of the prison is open. All the guards were in a deep sleep. Then quickly Vasudeva took the child in a basket. He rushed out of the palace. On his way, he needed to cross the Yamuna river. Then he closed his eyes and stepped into the river. Then the river divided into 2 parts and gave a nice way to Vasudeva. He went to Vrindavan. He replaced Yashoda's child with Lord Sri Krishna. He took Yashoda's child and came back to Kamsa's palace. On the next morning, Kamsa killed the child. Then a goddess appeared and told, Krishna is not dead, he is alive. He is in your kingdom. Then she disappeared. Now Anaga will tell a Leela of Lord Sri Krishna.
Namaste, I am Anaga and I am studying in 7th grade. I yearned in Balavikas for a month and I was in Maitri group. Now I would like to tell Krishna and Sudama's story. Sudama was Krishna's friend and devotee. He belonged to a poor Brahmin family. Years passed and Krishna became king of Dwarka, but Sudama remained a poor man. Sudama and his wife and children starved without food. Tired of their pitiable state, one day Sudama's wife asked him to go seek his friend Krishna's help. Sudama, who was an extremely honest man, felt ashamed to ask for help. When his wife insisted, Sudama agreed to go, but realized that going empty-handed to meet a friend after so long would look odd. So he carried a handful of puffed rice as a gift. Krishna greeted Sudama warmly when he arrived at the palace. Seeing the splendor of Dwarka, Sudama felt awed. Krishna's hospitality humbled him and was now feeling embarrassed to take out his simple gift. Sudama unwillingly took it out and said he could not gift a handful of puffed rice to a king. Krishna immediately understood Sudama's problem and he happily accepted the gift. When Sudama reached home, the next day he saw a huge mansion instead of his hut, and his family was wearing new clothes. When he went inside, there was lots of food. At once, he knew that God had showered his blessings on him. This incident depicts how Lord always thinks and protects his devotees. Only one should have a pure heart and always sincerely pray to the Lord. Thank you. Ramakrishna.
Very nice. All of you clap. Rishwant, are you in Hyderabad or any other city?
Hyderabad only, Swami.
Hyderabad. Come tomorrow to Ramakrishna Math. Tell your
Okay,
parents,
Swami.
come tomorrow and take a special gift from me.
Okay, Swami.
Okay? I'll give you some books, I'll give you some nice things to eat, and I will give you Sri Krishna's blessings. I will pray to him. Okay? Come tomorrow.
I'll come, Swami.
Yes. And then Anaga, are you in Hyderabad or where are you?
Hyderabad only, Swami.
You also come, okay? Come tell your parents that I invited. Come and pray in the temple. Beautiful decoration of Sri Krishna. Then meditate there. Come and take some special gift. Krishna Prasadam. Okay? Krishna Prasadam through Bodhamayananda. It's not Bodhamayananda Prasadam. It is Sri Krishna Prasadam. Only Bodhamayananda, like a pipe, he will open and give it to you. Okay? Where are you staying, Rishwant?
I'm staying in DD Colony.
Not very far. No problem. Anaga?
I'm staying in Kukatpalli. KPH.
Oh, Kukatpalli, very nearby to Ramakrishna Math. Okay. Either morning or evening you come. As per convenience, and meet me in the institute.
Okay, Swami.
Yeah. Concluding from Sahiti.
Yes, Swamiji. I think they both did very well. So I just told them one day before, and both were very eager. So I think that is our Balavikas kids. We are really very proud of them, and we are very fortunate. Even though these stories we all know, I think once again they should be reminisced on the great occasion tomorrow. So I wish both of them all the best, and they did a very good job. They even came to practice session at 12 o'clock to 12:30 today. So they narrated the stories, and this is their second time. So very good dedication from both of them.
Very nice. Upcoming volunteer team.
Yes, Swamiji.
Very good. So we'll go forward. Last part is the reading of Swamiji, and who will take up Telugu?
Namaste, Maharaj. I'm taking the Telugu part.
Yes, start. May Swamiji bless you.
Yes, Maharaj. కాబట్టి స్నేహితులారా, దీన్ని తప్పించుకునే మార్గం ఒక్కటే ఉంది. ఈ ఆధ్యాత్మికతను మనం గట్టిగా పట్టుకొని ఉండాలి. మన ప్రాచీనులు మనల్ని అనుగ్రహించి ఇచ్చిన అమూల్య వరప్రసాదం ఇదే. ఏ దేశమందైనా మహాచక్రవర్తులు సైతం తమకు గోత్ర పురుషులుగా రాజులను గాని, కొండ కోణల్లో నివసించే నిస్సహాయులైన మార్గస్థులను దోచుకుంటూ వచ్చిన గజదొంగలను కాని పేర్కొనక సగం దిగంబరులై అడవులలో వాసం చేస్తూ వచ్చిన సాధువులను పేర్కొనడాన్ని మీరెక్కడైనా విన్నారా? అటువంటి భూమి ఇతర దేశాలలో గొప్ప మత పురుషులు ఎవడో ఒక రాజు తమ గోత్ర పురుషుడని రుజువు చేయ ప్రయత్నిస్తారు. కానీ ఇక్కడో మహారాజులు సైతం ఎవడో ఒక పురాణ ఋషిని తమ గోత్ర పురుషునిగా చెప్పుకుంటారు. కాబట్టి మీకు ఆధ్యాత్మిక ధర్మంలో నమ్మకమున్నా లేకపోయినా జాతీయ జీవనం కోసమైనా మీరు ఆ ధర్మాన్ని చేపట్టి దాన్ని అనుసరించాల్సి ఉంది. ఆ తరువాత రెండవ చేతిని చాచి ఇతర జాతుల నుండి మీకు లభ్యమైనదంతా సంపాదించుకోండి. కానీ ఆ సర్వము మీ ఏకైక జాతీయ ధర్మానికి లోబడేలా చేయవలసే ఉంటుంది. ఆ మార్గంలోనే అద్భుతంగా మహిమాఢ్యంగా భావి భారత భూమి ప్రకాశించనుంది. ఆ దివ్య ప్రకాశ చిహ్నాలు ఇప్పుడే కనిపిస్తున్నాయని నా నమ్మకం. అది ప్రాచీన భారతం కంటే ఉజ్వలమై ప్రకాశిస్తుంది. పూర్వ పురుషులందరికంటే గొప్పవారైన ఋషులు పుట్టుతున్నారు. మీ పితృదేవతలు సంతృప్తులు కావడమే కాకుండా తమ తమ లోకాల నుండి క్రిందకి చూస్తూ తమ సంతానం మహా తేజోవంతులు, మహాపురుషులు కావడాన్ని చూచి వారెంతో సగర్వంగా ఆనందిస్తారని నా నిశ్చయం. కాబట్టి మనమందరం శ్రమపడి పని చేద్దాం. ఇది నిద్రపోవడానికి సమయం కాదు. భావి భారతోదయం మన చేతులపై ఆధారపడి ఉంటుంది. ఆ తల్లి సంసిద్ధంగా వేచి ఉంది. ఆమె కొంచెంగా కునుకుతుంటే ఏమి, లేవండి, మేలుకోండి. అదిగో సనాతన ధర్మ సింహాసనంపై నవయవ్వనంతో పూర్వం కంటే దేదివ్యమానంగా వెలుగుతూ మన దేశమాత ఆసీనురాలై ఉంది. కళ్ళు తెరచి చూడండి. ఆ భగవత్ స్వరూపం మన మాతృదేశంలో లాగా ఇంత ప్రస్ఫుటంగా మరి ఎక్కడా ప్రకాశించలేదు. మరెక్కడా కూడా ప్రజలు భగవంతుణ్ణి ఇలాంటి రూపంలో భావించి ఎరుగరు. ఒకవేళ నా ధీరోక్తులు విని మీరు ఆశ్చర్యపడవచ్చు. మనకు గల భగవద్భావనకు సమానమైన భావనలు ఇతరుల మత గ్రంథాలలో ఎక్కడైనా చూపండి. వారికున్నవి గోత్ర దేవతలు మాత్రమే. యూదుల దేవుడు, అరబ్ల దేవుడు ఈ కులదేవతగానో ఆ కులదేవతగానో ఉన్నారు. పైగా ఒకరి కులదేవత తక్కిన వారి కులదేవతో సదా పోరు సలుపుతూ ఉంటుంది. కానీ తల్లి అయి, మన మిత్రుడై, మన సుఖాలకు సుఖుడై, మన ఆత్మలకు పరమాత్మయ్యై ఒప్పే మన దేవుడు సర్వశుభం కరమూర్తి, అపార కరుణా స్వరూపి. అలాంటి భగవద్ భావన ఇక్కడే ఈ భారతదేశంలో మాత్రమే కనిపిస్తుంది. శైవులకు శివుడు, వైష్ణవులకు విష్ణువు, కర్మపరాయణులకు కర్మదేవత, బౌద్ధులకు బుద్ధుడు, జైనులకు జీనుడు, క్రైస్తవులకు యూదులకు యెహోవా. ప్రతి సాంప్రదాయానికి ఆ సాంప్రదాయం ఒక దేవత. వేదాంతులకు బ్రహ్మంగా ఉండే ఆ సర్వేశ్వరుడు ఈ దేశంలో మాత్రమే పూర్ణ తేజస్సుతో ప్రకాశిస్తాడు. ఆ సర్వవ్యాపి మనల్ని ఆశీర్వదించని, మనకు అండగా నిలవని, మనకు బలాన్ని ప్రసాదించని, ఈ దివ్య భావాన్ని ఆచరణలో పెట్టగల సాహసాన్ని మనకివ్వాలి. మనం విన్నవి, మనం చదివింది మనలో సంస్కార రూపంలో ఉండాలి. అది మనకు సత్యమై నిలవాలి. మనం పరస్పరం సహాయం చేసుకోవడానికి అది శక్తి రూపిణై వెలగాలి. మనం ఒకరిని గురించి ఒకరం అసూయ పరులం కాకుండాలి. శాంతి 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 హరినామంలో శాంతి ప్రకాశించని. ధన్యవాదాలు.
ఎస్, వెరీ నైస్. చాలా చాలా సంతోషం. రవీంద్రనాథ్ గారు బాగుండిందా? రవీంద్రనాథ్ గారు బాగుండిందా?
ఇంకొంచెం పవర్ కావాలి స్వామీజీ.
సజెషన్ ఇవ్వండి ఎలా చేయాలో.
అది చెప్తున్నారన్నమాట. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ లాస్ట్ పేరాలో ఉంది చూడండి. ఒక లాస్ట్ పేరా చూపిస్తాను. వారికి ఉన్నది. మనకు గల భగవద్భావనకు సమానమైన భావము ఇతరుల మత గ్రంథాలలో ఎక్కడైనా చూపండి. వారికి ఉన్నవి కులగోత్రాలు మాత్రమే. యూదుల దేవుడు, అరబుల దేవుడు ఈ కుల దేవతగానో ఆ కుల దేవతగానో ఉన్నారు. పైగా ఒకరి కులదేవత తక్కిన వారి కులదేవతతో సదా పోరు చలుపుతూనే ఉంటుంది. కానీ మన తల్లి అయి, మన మిత్రుడై, మన సుఖాలకు సకుడై, మన ఆత్మలకు పరమాత్మయ్య ఒప్పే మన దేవదేవుడు సర్వశుభంకర మూర్తి, అపార కరుణాస్వరూపి. ఇలా వంటి భగవద్భావన ఇక్కడే ఈ భారతదేశంలో మాత్రమే కనిపిస్తుంది. శైవులకు శివుడు, వైష్ణవులకు విష్ణువు, కర్మపరాయణులకు కర్మదేవత, బౌద్ధులకు బుద్ధుడు, జైనులకు జీనుడు, క్రైస్తవులకు యూదులకు యెహోవా, ప్రతి సాంప్రదాయానికి ఒక సాంప్రదాయక దేవత. వేదాంతులకు బ్రహ్మంగా ఉండే ఆ సర్వేశ్వరుడు ఈ దేశంలో మాత్రమే పూర్ణ తేజస్సుతో ప్రకాశిస్తాడు. ఆ సర్వవ్యాపి మనలను ఆశీర్వదించని, మనకు సదా అండగా నిలవని, మనకు బలాన్ని ప్రసాదించని, ఈ దివ్య భావాన్ని ఆచరణలో పెట్టగల సాహసాన్ని మనకివ్వాలి. ఇవ్వాలి. మనం విన్నవి, మనము చదివింది మనలో సంస్కార రూపంలో ఉండాలి. అది మనకు సత్యమై నిలవాలి. మనం పరస్పరం సహాయం చేసుకోవడానికి ఆది శక్తి రూపిణి అయి చెలగని, మనం ఒకరి గురించి ఒకరం అసూయపరులం కాకుండా ఉండాలి. శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి, హరినామంలో శాంతి ప్రకాశించని.
Yes. Shashank, got the idea?
Yes, Maharaj.
Practice and give that little punch, little emotion, little shakti. The breath and the bhavam should mix together.
Yes, Maharaj.
That is Swamiji's fire power, is it not? Agni mantram. Vajra lanti mantralu, shakti mantralu. Chadavakodu. Recitation. Swamiji's free flow of talks. Okay?
Yes,
Yeah, Vatsalya has joined us from Chennai. Are you ready? Vatsalya, are you ready to join?
Namaste, Maharaj.
Are you there? Do you want to recite?
Need to recite next week.
Hello, why so much sound?
Hello.
No. Gar sound another. Some sound. Are you traveling or are you at home?
Home only, Maharaj.
Then why?
Is it audible now, Maharaj?
No, disturbance is there. As if heavy, some metallic sound. Okay, who is the next who has to read?
Maharaj, can I?
Yes, quickly. Come on, fire.
অতএব হে বন্ধুগণ, ইহাই আমাদের জাতীয় উন্নতির পথ। আমাদের প্রাচীন পূর্বপুরুষগণের নিকট হইতে আমরা যে অমূল্য ধর্ম সম্পদ উত্তরাধিকার সূত্রে পাইয়াছি, প্রাণপণে তাহা ধরিয়া থাকাই আমাদের প্রথম ও প্রধান কর্তব্য। তোমরা কি এমন দেশের কথা শুনিয়াছ, যে দেশের বড় বড় রাজারা নিজদিগকে প্রাচীন রাজগণের অথবা পুরাতন দুর্গ নিবাসী পথিকদের সর্বস্ব লুণ্ঠনকারী দস্যু ব্যারণগণের বংশধর বলিয়া পরিচয় দিবার পরিবর্তে অরণ্যবাসী অর্ধনগ্ন মুনি ঋষির বংশধর বলিয়া পরিচয় দিতে গৌরব বোধ করে? তোমরা কি এমন দেশের কথা শুনিয়াছ? যদি না শুনিয়া থাকো, শোনো, আমাদের মাতৃভূমি সেই দেশ। অন্যান্য দেশে বড় বড় ধর্মাচার্যগণও নিজেদের কোনো প্রাচীন রাজার বংশধর বলিয়া প্রতিপন্ন করিতে চেষ্টা করেন, আর এখানে বড় বড় রাজারা নিজেদের কোন প্রাচীন ঋষির বংশধর বলিয়া প্রমাণ করিতে সচেষ্ট। এই কারণেই আমি বলিতেছি, তোমরা ধর্মে বিশ্বাস করো বা নাই করো, যদি জাতীয় জীবনকে অব্যাহত রাখিতে চাও, তবে তোমাদিগকে এই ধর্ম রক্ষায় সচেষ্ট হইতে হইবে। এক হস্তে দৃঢ়ভাবে ধর্মকে ধরিয়া, অপর হস্ত প্রসারিত করিয়া অন্যান্য জাতির নিকট যাহা শিখিবার তাহা শিখিয়া লও, কিন্তু মনে রাখিও যে সেইগুলিকে হিন্দু জীবনের সেই মূল আদর্শের অনুগত রাখিতে হইবে। তবেই ভবিষ্যৎ ভারত অপূর্ব মহিমা মণ্ডিত হইয়া আবির্ভূত হইবে। আমার দৃঢ় ধারণা, শীঘ্রই সে শুভ দিন আসিতেছে। আমার বিশ্বাস, ভারত অভূতপূর্ব শ্রেষ্ঠত্বের অধিকারী হইবে। প্রাচীন পূর্বপুরুষগণ অপেক্ষা মহত্তর ঋষিগণের অভ্যুদয় হইবে, আর তোমাদের পূর্বপুরুষগণ তাহাদের বংশধরদের এই অপূর্ব অভ্যুদয়ে শুধু যে সন্তুষ্ট হইবেন তাহা নহে, আমি বলিতেছি, নিশ্চয় তাহারা পরলোকে নিজ নিজ স্থান হইতে তাহাদের বংশধরদের এরূপ মহিমা, এরূপ মহত্ব দেখিয়া নিজদিগকে অত্যন্ত গৌরবান্বিত বোধ করিবেন। হে ভাতৃবৃন্দ, এখন আমাদের সকলকেই কঠিন কার্য করিতে হইবে। এখন ঘুমাইবার সময় নয়। ওই দেখো, ভারত মাতা ধীরে ধীরে নয়ন উন্মিলন করিতেছেন। আমাদের কার্যকলাপের ওপরই ভারতের ভবিষ্যৎ নির্ভর করিতেছে। তিনি কিছুকাল নিদ্রিতা ছিলেন মাত্র। ওঠো, তাহাকে জাগাও, আর এই নতুন জাগরণে নতুন প্রাণে পূর্বাপেক্ষা অধিকতর গৌরবমণ্ডিতা করিয়া ভক্তি ভাবে তাহাকে তাহার শাশ্বত সিংহাসনে প্রতিষ্ঠিত করো। যিনি শৈবদের শিব, বৈষ্ণবদের বিষ্ণু, কর্মীদের কর্ম, বৌদ্ধদের বুদ্ধ, জৈনদের জিন, ঈশাহি ও ইহুদিদের আহে, মুসলমানদের আল্লাহ, বৈদান্তিকদের ব্রহ্ম, যিনি সকল ধর্মের সকল সম্প্রদায়ের প্রভু, সেই বিশ্বব্যাপী পুরুষের সম্পূর্ণ মহিমা কেবল ভারতই জানিয়াছিল। প্রকৃত ঈশ্বর তত্ত্ব কেবল ভারতই লাভ করিয়াছিল। অন্য কোন জাতি প্রকৃত ঈশ্বর তত্ত্ব লাভ করিতে পারে নাই। তোমরা হয়তো আমার এই কথায় আশ্চর্য বোধ হইতেছ, কিন্তু অন্য কোন ধর্মের শাস্ত্র হইতে প্রকৃত ঈশ্বর তত্ত্ব বাহির করো দেখি। অন্যান্য জাতির এক একজন জাতীয় দেবতা বা জাতীয় ঈশ্বর, ইহুদির ঈশ্বর, আরবের ঈশ্বর ইত্যাদি, সেই ঈশ্বর আবার অন্যান্য জাতীয় ঈশ্বরের সঙ্গে যুদ্ধ বিগ্রহে নিযুক্ত। কিন্তু ঈশ্বরের করুণা, তিনি যে পরম দয়াময়, তিনি যে আমাদের পিতা, মাতা, সখা, প্রাণের প্রাণ, অন্তরের আত্মার পরমাত্মা, এই তত্ত্ব কেবল ভারতই জানিত। সেই পরম দয়াময় প্রভু আমাদিগকে আশীর্বাদ করুন, আমাদিগকে সাহায্য করুন, আমাদিগকে শক্তি দিন, যাহাতে আমরা আমাদের উদ্দেশ্য কার্যে পরিণত করিতে পারি। ওম সাহানা ভবতু সাহানাউ ভুনাক্তু সহ বীর্যং করবাবহৈ তেজস্বিনাবধীতমস্তু মা বিদ্বিষাবহৈ। ওম শান্তি শান্তি শান্তি। হরি ওম। আমরা যাহা শ্রবণ করিলাম তাহা যেন অন্যের মতো আমাদের পুষ্টি বিধান করে। উহা আমাদের বল স্বরূপ হোক। উহা হইতে এমন শক্তি উৎপন্ন হোক যে আমরা যেন পরস্পরকে সাহায্য করি। আমরা আচার্য ও শিষ্য যেন কখনো পরস্পরকে বিদ্বেষ না করি। ওম শান্তি শান্তি শান্তি। হরি ওম তৎসৎ। শ্রী রামকৃষ্ণার্পণমস্তু। প্রণাম মহারাজ।
শাবাশ, অদ্ভুত হয়েছে, অদ্ভুত অদ্ভুত। 100 out of 100 সেন্টাম মার্কস দেব, সেন্টাম মার্কস। ভালো লেগেছে, ভেরি ইন্সপায়ারিং, ভেরি। Rachai Garu, got it? Inspiration, Bengali words of Swamiji, Sonar Bangla. Very
Yes,
nice.
Little man.
You concentrate and you will feel the vibrations in different language.
Yes.
It gives you nice weight on our head. Anyway, so Tamil is not ready or not audible probably. No problem, we'll take it up next time. So couple of quick announcements since time is
Maharaj,
Hindi kaun hai bhai? Srivardhan. Only one para you do, first paragraph.
Okay Maharaj.
Yes, start.
अतएव है भाइयों, हमारी जातीय उन्नति का यही मार्ग है कि हम लोगों ने अपने पुरखों से उत्तराधिकार स्वरूप जो अमूल्य संपत्ति पाई है उसे प्राणपण से सुरक्षित रखना ही अपना प्रथम और प्रधान कर्तव्य है। आपने क्या ऐसा देश का नाम सुना है जिसका बड़े बड़े राजा अपने प्राचीन राजाओं अथवा पुरातन दुर्ग निवासी पथिकों से सर्वस्व लूट लेने वाले डाकू बैरानों की वंशधर ना बताकर अरण्यवासी आदरणीय तपस्वियों की संतान कहने की अधिक गौरव समझते हैं? यदि आपने नहीं सुना है तो सुनिए, हमारी मातृभूमि ही वह देश है। दूसरे देशों में बड़े बड़े धर्माचार्य अपने को किसी राजा का वंशधर कहने की बड़ी चेष्टा करते हैं और भारतवर्ष में बड़े बड़े राजा अपने आप को किसी प्राचीन ऋषि का संतान sorry
Go back and come forward, no problem.
किसी प्राचीन ऋषि का संतान प्रमाणित करने की चेष्टा करते हैं। इसी से मैं कहता हूं कि आप लोग आध्यात्म में विश्वास कीजिए या ना कीजिए, यदि आप राष्ट्रीय जीवन को दुरुस्त रखना चाहते हैं तो आपको आध्यात्मिकता का रक्षा के लिए सचेत होना होगा। एक हाथ से धर्म को मजबूत से पकड़कर दूसरे हाथ से बड़ी अन्य जातियों से जो कुछ सीखना है सीख लीजिए, किंतु स्मरण रखिएगा कि जो कुछ आपने सीखा उसको मूल आदर्श का अनुगामी ही रखना होगा, तभी अपूर्व महिमा से मंडित भावी भारत का निर्माण होगा। मेरा दृढ़ विश्वास है कि शीघ्र ही भारतवर्ष किसी काल में भी जिस श्रेष्ठता का अधिकार नहीं था, शीघ्र ही उस श्रेष्ठता का अधिकारी होगा। प्राचीन ऋषियों की अपेक्षा श्रेष्ठतर ऋषियों की आविर्भाव होगा और आपके पूर्वज वंशधरों की इस अभूतपूर्व उन्नति से बड़ी संतुष्ट होंगे। इतना ही नहीं, मैं निश्चित रूप से कहता हूं कि वे परलोक में अपने अपने स्थानों में अपने वंशजों को इस प्रकार महिमान्वित और महत्वशाली देखकर आप अपने आप को महान और गौरवान्वित समझेंगे।
Very good. Fair enough. Time is not there, but nice. Little more emotion, little more depth. You learn from Hindi Pandit like Madhavi Amma, Rambika Tapar and others. Make yourself more strong. Be prepared always. Okay. Volunteers' motto is be prepared for any occasion, whether it is speech, whether it is introduction, whether it is music, whether it is chanting, whether it is sweeping, whether it is cleaning. All should be ready. We are reciting Swamiji's teachings. All of you should be prepared, should not wait for any occasion. Okay, every day is a festival. Every day is Ashtami. Every day is Mother's Day. Okay? American concept is one day for their satisfaction and commercial business, they have kept it. But ours is every day is God's day. Every day is Puja day. Every day is a sadhana. So that is the spirit that we have to keep up and participate in satsangs, participate in classes, and continue our life journey spiritually and in all aspects of our life. Okay. So it's 7:15 now. We're 7:20 already. Let us stop our. Let us end our satsang with a couple of quick announcements for all of you to take it forward. Your duty, your seva, your duty, and your responsibility also. Yes or no? Seva, kartavyam, badhyata. Seva, kartavyam means duty. Badhyata, responsibility. For what? Number one, next Sunday, Bala Vikas, first day, 5th of September, Bala Vikas inauguration day. Okay. So we have got 6 more days of admission. Afterwards also we'll take, but try to get the maximum publicity and maximum entries. I think 150 have joined till now, if my calculation is right. Less than that, 150. Still more is there. You can spread the message in the old groups. Whoever is group leaders, whoever have got that list, send it to that old people, senior people like Rishwant and Anaga and others, and get more entries. Okay, let more and more get benefited. That poster and all, everybody has got it. The second announcement is the 22nd Foundation Day celebrations of VIHE and 128th anniversary of Chicago addresses of Swamiji, which is coming up on 11th and 12th, next Saturday, Sunday. Okay, the second Saturday, Sunday of September. 11th is Chicago Address Day, but having a combined function because it's online. 10th we cannot do. 10th is supposed to do, but 10th is Vinayaka Chaturthi. So every day, everywhere pujas and celebrations and relatives coming to your houses, everything will be there. So we cannot do it any time. So I have shifted to 11th. 11th morning, 2 hours, 10:30 to 12:30. 11th morning, 2 hours, 10:30 to 11:30. Very interesting youth conference, very inspiring youth conference, college students and above. Guest speakers, Dr. Sri Balasubramaniam, who is founder of SVYM, Vivekananda Youth Movement, Mysuru, and at present a member, Capacity Building Commission, Government of India, New Delhi. So he is joining us live from New Delhi. He is in the Pradhan Mantri's team of Human Resources Academic Division, training the bureaucrats, training the policy makers of the country. The next is another very interesting man, newly connected with me, is Sri Anshul Chaturvedi. Anshul Chaturvedi is a national editor, Times of India Metro Supplements. And he has written a book on Swamiji after 30 years of his life. When he was a college student, intermediate student, you can say, 16 years, 17 years. He studied Swamiji at that time. Then from that time onwards, till today, he has built up his personality based on Swamiji's teachings. So the book is very interesting. I'm going through that book now. The Vivekananda Handbook for Everyday Living. So he is also joining us from New Delhi on 11th morning. Okay. 10:30 to 12:30. College students, young professionals, all should join. That is your responsibility. In the evening, 3:30, we have what is called garlanding Swamiji statue in Physically, all of you are welcome. 3:30 p.m. That was the time when Swamiji spoke in Chicago on September 11th. So we'll commemorate the time. We will offer our tributes on 11th September at Tangbut. And afterwards, some student, like last time, they can come walking back to the campus, have some prasadam here and disperse. That is Saturday. I will be having my Gita class and others will continue. 12th is important day. That is 22nd Foundation Day of Human Excellence and Chicago Address anniversary. The Chief Justice of India, Sri N.V. Ramana, has agreed. Then program will be 11 o'clock, 11 to 12, first session. Revered Gautamaji Maharaj will join us from Chennai. Our General Secretary, Maharaj, Subiranandaji, Chief Administrative Officer, Executive Officer from Belur Math, he will be giving his message. Our Adhyaksha Maharaj will be speaking, recitation, bhajans, etc. like now. Then 12 o'clock, 12 to 1, another important lecture. The Triangle of Life, Youth, Truth and Growth. Special illuminating talk and discussion by Sri Vijay Menon, Bodhamayanda and others. That will be 12 to 1 on 12 September, Sunday. So a lot of programs going on. And today morning also we had an interesting meeting with a couple of faculties and educationists on Youth Leadership Summit to conduct for 1 year. So the details we are working out. It is just in the primary stage, preliminary stage. We are planning very interesting programs on music and architecture and agriculture and education and things like that. So all of you should make time, participate in such meetings, such programs. And when the notices come, as Sheshadri said, your interest, your time and your support and cooperation is important. Okay. So that details I'll let you know in course of time as it is getting little more stabilized. Today is the second meeting. Again, next week, in this week, weekdays in the evening, we'll meet and make it little more. On 12th January, we are going to launch it. Leadership Summit. What it is, how it is, I will explain. I'll send notices. Am I clear with all this? So posters I'll be sending 11 September morning, 11 September evening, 12 September morning, and 12 September evening, Sunday. Our faculty, Vishwanath, Garu, and Satyanarayana Garu, Modi, and all will join. All of you volunteers can join and participate in the get-together, online get-together, 12th evening, like this, 5:30 to 7:30. So that will be 2 days function for all of you and spread the message. The importance of human excellence. I have prepared a brief note that also we will send it to you. So send it to your team leaders, send it to your teachers, send it to your colleges. Colleges may start from 1st September or 2nd September. It will be easy for you to come. Those college students who participate on 11th and 12th, 2 days function, will get e-certificate, participation e-certificate of VIHE. Last time we did it for nearly 2,000 people attended online, 2 days. Now also we'll do. Okay. So all of you should take responsibility, and people from other states also can attend. Bengal, Chennai, okay, and other places also can attend online program. Delhi, I'll send notice. Bombay, Shashank is there. Delhi, Rajat Mishra and others are there. Kolkata side, Devika, Anushka, Nityanand and are there. Our centers are there in Kolkata. Tamil Nadu, our Prashanti, our Vatsalya and others are there. So be please spread the message all over the country. Yes or no? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Geeta and others? Chaitanya? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Spread the message all over, right? Enthusiasm makes the difference. Huh? See, Anaga is doing 8th standard girl. She is up. She will bring all her seniors from school. Rishwant also. Srivardhan has finished 12th. Will be going forward. Time is there now. Narayan Rao Garu, why are you silent, sir? Sai Balaji is silent. And Inkevar silent.
అంటే ఆఫీస్ లో ఉండడం వల్ల సైలెంట్ గా ఉన్నాను.
Oh, right, right. Sunday కూడా ఆఫీసా? జర్నలిస్ట్ హాలిడే. ఓకే, సో మన ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఉంటుంది 1వ తారీఖు కదా?
yes ma'am.
ఓకే,
అది దానికోసం అన్ని చూస్తున్నాయి స్వామిజీ. మిత్రులందరికీ, జర్నలిస్ట్ మిత్రులందరికీ వెళ్ళాయి సమాచారాలు అవి పంపించాము.
ఓకే, ఓకే.
మోస్ట్ ప్రాబబ్లీ మంచి గ్యాదరింగ్ ఉండాలని, వీలైనంత మంచి నెంబర్ ఉండాలని ట్రై చేస్తున్నాం స్వామి.
రైట్. రవీంద్రనాథ్ గారు, 1వ తారీఖు మార్నింగ్ 10:30 VIHE మీటింగ్.
సార్ ఓకే సార్, తప్పకుండా.
జర్నలిస్ట్స్, పెద్దవాళ్ళు, చిన్నవాళ్ళు, కొంతమంది ఫ్యాకల్టీ ఆల్సో, ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ యూ టు కమ్.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే సార్.
Narayan Rao will give the details and invitation also. And about our anniversary, about Swamiji's message, what we can do in the future, all that we will inform them, they will publish, etc.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Narayan Rao Garu.
Okay.
Journalist మిత్రులందరికీ నా శుభాకాంక్షలు, నమస్కారములు. వాళ్ళ ద్వారా సందేశాన్ని ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్తాం. Very nice. Okay, so this is the invitation for all of you. Start working from today, tomorrow, and make things vibrant and get lot of responses from your teachers and from the students. Okay, so we'll end the meeting. Next Sunday also we'll have little interesting meetings also. Teachers Day. Next Sunday is Teachers Day, 5th. Morning we were planning something with our faculty of Gokraju College and other volunteers. We'll have a teachers conference next Sunday, talking to teachers, our own teachers and outside teachers also. We'll invite few from other cities and states and conduct a program. So shall we end now with the Shanti Mantra? Tomorrow Krishnashtami, morning Bhagavad Gita chanting. You can listen online 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock, 3 hours non-stop. Full chapter, all the chapters of the Bhagavad Gita. You can listen online from the comfort of your home. Or if you want to come to Mutt, with all precautions, you can attend and take prasadam at 11 o'clock and leave. Evening 6:30, Arati, 7 to 8:15, special puja, chanting, bhajans, up to 8:15, Krishnashtami, both online and physical. All of you are welcome if the weather is good. In your own centers, Shashank in Mumbai, Devika Das, etc. in Bengal, in Chennai, all that people who are joined us today can participate and get the blessings of the Lord. Okay? So we'll end with a prayer. Om Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyorma Amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Priyatam Pundari Kakshaha Sarvayagneshwaro Harihi. Tasmin Tushte Jagat Tushtam Prenite Prenitam Jagat. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishnaarpanamastu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Jai Bhagavan Shri Ramakrishna Deva ki jai. Jai Shri Sharada Mai ki jai. Jai Swami Vivekananda Maharaj ji ki jai. Shubharatri, Shubharatri, Shubharatri to all of you, and see you tomorrow online or offline. May Bhagavan Shri Krishna bless you all with Gnana, Bhakti, Viveka, Vairagyam, Shakti, Shanti, and Arogyam to you, to your family members, and relatives, and all people. Andariki Shubhakaksha. Krishna Ashtami, Shri Krishna Janmashtami Shubhakaksha. Jai Krishna, Jai Ramakrishna.